Hello everybody, Enchanted Emerald. This is Melissa bringing you another card pull, and this is going to be for the energy for Taurus for love, August 13th today through the 20th. So as we get started here, of course, I use the traditional Rider-Waite deck, and as we step into the energy here, really what I'm feeling is that I feel there is going to be an overall feeling of you're going to be a force to be reckoned with at the end of this week. Okay, Taurus, you are really bringing the heat because you are fully equipped to handle this. I do feel that there's a lot of adversity. I do feel your energy is a little bit scattered, but I feel at the end of this, you're going to feel a little bit more confident to handle come what may, right? Like whatever comes your way, okay? So I do come in with the King of Wands and the Fool. They came out together for the 13th and the 14th, so for today and tomorrow. The King of Wands, I really feel as though this person comes in, the word yuppie is the exact word that Spirit used. So if this is derogatory toward anybody, I apologize, but it's just a way that they describe things to me, and so it helps me to understand. So this is somebody who could be very much a young urban professional, somebody who lives near a city, somebody who's very affluent, very intelligent, has a lot of money, carries themselves well, has a lot of education, maybe came from a wealthy family, right? So this person comes in, and I feel as though this person, they might give to charities or good causes, right? Like donate money or feel that they need to do things to help other people with their money, right? What they do, however, is bring in this energy of maybe doing things to a detriment to other people with their this total like nonchalance where they just don't understand that they're maybe not doing the best. They could be doing harm to somebody, right? Because it's kind of like they don't understand that this person might need like an emotional loving, caring hug and kindness and stuff like that. They try to coat things over with their money. That's really what I feel with that. So I do feel like they might come in and they might sweep you off your feet. They might dazzle you in terms of being very charming, having all the right things to say in terms of like pickup lines and taking you out to nice dinners and buying you nice things. But I feel in terms of like overall, I feel like this person could be like all about getting like physical gratification and then get a little bit bored with the connection. So that's just something, that's what the energy says here for me. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling, okay? I do run into the 15th and 16th, Sunday, Monday, with the Justice card. So the word dimensions comes in. I really feel like this person, even though they might be good looking and have themselves really put together, again, in terms of their career, and maybe they have a nice place to stay and their bills are all paid on time and all that good stuff, I feel like they might really lack substance. And not lack substance for a term of having like good conversation, because they're very intelligent. I feel like lack substance in terms of an emotional connection, just because I feel like they lack experience in relationships. And if they don't lack experience in relationships, they're just not able to connect with others very well because they've always, I don't want to say hidden behind their money, but like the money has always just sugar-coated things, and things have come very easily for them, and so they haven't really had to put forth a lot of effort, and so they're really trying to learn the social ropes of things. I do feel like it's just not clicking, like puzzle pieces coming together, they're just not clicking. And so I feel like this person is trying really hard, and not just with the relationship, but to understand overall how to move forward in their life. But I'm not certain that they ever really see that without their money, and so I don't really feel like they're giving it like an honest effort, and so the emotional connection can lack a little bit. I do feel like with the scales there that for what you might lack, they might have, and so vice versa. So you might bring that emotional connection for them, and show them how to be more open and honest, and all those things. Not that they're not open and honest, but they just don't know how to connect very well. I know it's hard to explain, but they just can't really quite get that connection to like click with other people in terms of how they can be as open and loving to other people and love them in the way that they need to be loved. And that could be something that was learned, right? Because of their own family and how they were, and in terms of how they grew up, and how like a learned behavior through family, right? And so they think that that's how they should love somebody, is by like showering them with gifts and things like that. So in terms of looking at how you need to be loved or want to be loved, and then communicating that might be helpful, a conversation around that. So just being open and having that conversation. Moving into the 17th and 18th, Tuesday, Wednesday, the Queen of Wands. And so the phrase that I hear is divorce of ideals here. Okay, so I feel as though when we talk about our ideals, like when we are looking at our like list of like what we need to have, or like our must-haves in a partner, and then the things that we can compromise on. That's what I feel with our ideals, like things that we absolutely have to have, and then things that we will like, okay, we could compromise on that. And so when I talk about like a divorce of those ideals, I feel like your concept of what you feel is good and right and suitable, perfect for you in terms of a companion is, kind of coming into play here and coming into question, where you and this other person might have to agree to disagree on a lot of those. And so your list might be, I feel like they're showing me like the list is kind of being reorganized, where things that like were on the must-haves are kind of like switching over to the compromise. So I feel like you're really giving a lot to make this dating situation work, or this working things out with this companion. Okay. And so make sure that you are not compromising on things that are a must-have when you don't want to, right? Like really be looking at those things, because you want to be making sure that you're standing in your own authenticity throughout this whole process as well. So, I feel like honestly, like you're divinely protected through all of this. And so I see the cat at the bottom. So you're divinely protected through all of this. Understand that rejection is God's protection too. And so if this is a situation in which you speak your truth and you're saying like, no, I really won't compromise on that, and then this other person won't either, and things are not going to work out, then that is something that you have to say as like, okay, then this is this must be something that is not meant to be. That is something that that is going to not turn out very well for me. Just take that as a sign and move forward, right? Because I do feel like with this person could be very set in their ways, like very serious, and like although this person is great, it's down to this person's down to earth and all of that, I do feel like you might be a little bit more open and like the sunflower here, right? And so very lighthearted and kind of like go with the flow. And I think that might irritate this person a little bit. It might trigger them because they've always been so serious about everything in their life. And so when you come in with this very open and lightheartedness, it really reflects to them where, this person, where they need to kind of step up and be a little bit more open as well. And so it triggers them, and it makes this person a little bit fearful, because it's something that they have to kind of maybe improve on, right? And so it's nothing that you did, but it's something that irritates them. Okay, so take that as you will. That's just what I'm feeling with that. And then we move into the 19th through the 20th, and we have the Hanged Man. So this is like new perspectives, right? This person's hanging upside down, but this person's enlightened, right? Sees all that's happening and sees it from a new perspective. And so with this, I feel like, you might be feeling like you're in a rut, like you're not able to manifest and make things happen in the relationship that you want to happen. But there is a notion here that, there's some advice here to like be mindful as you move forward, because this is a time to not rush things. This is a time to pause, to reflect, to let go of situations that don't resonate with you, and understand that if you were to try to rush things or force things, it could really end up in a catastrophe. So it could like really, maybe even if you're having a conversation, you could see like a catastrophe happen out of like little things, making little things into big things, right? These couple days, the 19th through the 20th. So just be mindful of that as you move through this energy. But I feel like in this new perspective, you might also catch a glimpse of things around you, have conversations with people, actually see people, get inspired by people around you that are in love situations. So in a conversation, somebody might tell you a story about something that happened between them and their partner or their companion, and you might say, oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want for me. And it will give you an inspired hope, right? And faith to continue and in your search and in your desires, or might tweak your compass a little bit in terms of what it is that you want in your relationship. And so understanding that you might see like an old couple like at a restaurant and be like inspired to be like, oh, that's so cute. They've been together all of this time and they're still doing all the things for each other that I want in my relationship in 20 years or however long. So just being mindful that you might see some of those things, connect with that energy. Don't sit with that energy from a place of scarcity, though. Don't sit with that energy of like, I don't have that, right? Because when we're not, when we're acknowledging that we're not in that space, then it will perpetuate more of that lack, right? So sit with that energy, feel their energy, be with their energy, right? Connect with that. And then when you are trying to manifest your love and your perfect love in your life, you can sit with that energy and understand that like, oh, that feels so great. I have that in my life, in my love life as well. And so that will help to bring in more opportunities, attract that love to you and that perfect love. So overall advice here is the 5 of Pentacles. So that is really, somebody's being left out in the cold here. Spirit says the word bogus, which is it's this person, I feel, honestly, I'm sorry, I feel like they're not being genuine. I feel like they're being fake. And I feel like as a result of all of their actions, you might be internalizing some of the things that they're doing, right? You might have a lot of internal conflict arise, because 5 of Wands, of course, was at the bottom of the deck as well. So you might have conflict with this person, but then also you might be internalizing some of it and then have conflict within yourself, like, am I not good enough? Or, like, start questioning yourself. And don't do that. Don't even get in that. Remember that this is a reflection of them, right? Like everything that they're going through and everything that they're projecting onto you, it is experience. They experience everything through the lens of their own experience, and so you do as well. And so you don't have to take that on. You don't have to own that. So just be mindful that this was just an experience for you to understand that there are people out there that are not going to be genuine with you, and understanding that you are spiritually protected. And moving forward, so this might create space. Having this out of your life might create space for something beautiful to come in. So really reevaluate, though, on your list. Might give you a chance to reevaluate on your list what is important on your must-haves and on your compromise. And maybe that was the purpose of this, entirely, was so that you could look at it and say, this is what I could actually compromise on, and you might actually be moving some of those things around yourself. So really beautiful read here for you, Taurus, as we move in through this week, the 13th through the 20th. As always, if this resonates for you, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. Please don't hesitate to hit me in the comments below. And not all general readings, of course, can resonate for everybody. So if you'd like your own personal reading, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can hit me up at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. As always, my email, my website, so you can purchase readings. That's all in the description box below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you're in the know of all of the amazing content as it comes out. Again, I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much.